Reds close Jude Bellingham's signature. Jude Bellingham, one of the most exciting young footballers among the many players who have been mentioned with Anfield in the last few months and whose arrival has a lot of news, is making his way to Anfield step by step. The 19-year-old has decided to stay at Dortmund for another season, but a big bidding war is expected to come next summer. The player, who was not available this summer due to Borussia Dortmund's unwillingness to sell both of their star players, is now considered certain to leave the team next summer. It will be a fierce battle to sign Bellingham. Given his high potential, Liverpool certainly looks like one of the front runners. He was already at the forefront of that race this summer, but for reasons unrelated to Liverpool, the transfer did not take place. But it did not end here. The latest news is that Liverpool made a verbal agreement with the English star for the summer of 2023. Moreover, a statement supporting our knowledge came from former BBC radio expert Julian. Julian claimed that Jude Bellingham would indeed join the Reds. Information I have received suggests Liverpool's sensational signing of Jude Bellingham is imminent. Arthur is a good player and was available after losing his place at Juventus, but it's not a long-term goal for Klopp. It's time to get the midfielder he really wants to be completed before he gets the midfielder he really wants. It's clear that Bellingham is the real target. It's clear that Liverpool needs a dynamic young midfielder who can replace Jordan Henderson, James Milner and Thiago, all of whom are great players for them. Bellingham fits the bill perfectly. He's already a winner. He's a top-class player and will get better as he gets more experienced. I expect to see him play for Liverpool at some point next year. That's the information I've received. Jude Bellingham, with the England national team's youthful potential, high work ethic and athletic build, makes him a perfect target for the Reds. He is very suitable for Liverpool's game and he will feel more comfortable in this system, and he will also improve himself. Moreover, working in the team of a teacher who so obviously wants you instills an excellent sense of confidence. Klopp has wanted the player for a long time and already in a statement of the summer, the player is not available. He had already made it clear that he wanted her, saying, "There is no other problem." Despite the interest from other top clubs, Liverpool are already in contact with the player and have no intention of losing him to another team. Liverpool's new midfield setup needs to be slowly rebuilt, and it's really important in this context that Jude Bellingham is one of those signings. Jude Bellingham's move will be like a drug to an aging and injured midfielder. Moreover, he can serve the Reds for many years and be one of the key players of the team. Jürgen Klopp looks forward to working with a young man who can serve the team for the next 10 years and potentially become one of the best players on the planet. It's really exciting to see the Klopp-Bellingham collaboration. Arthur can unlock the £68 million duo in Liverpool. A new name came to the AXA training centre on Thursday, which surprised many. Because on the last day of the transfer, someone whose name was almost never spoken suddenly appeared. Moreover, the fact that Liverpool fans did not hopelessly expect a move increased this surprise. There were some scary-looking faces in the morning when Arthur Melo's transfer to Liverpool first went into circulation, and it still feels a bit odd to say that the Brazilian is now, at least temporarily, a player under Jürgen Klopp's command. One thing is clear, Arthur is here and he is very happy to be like this. Speaking to club television, he looked very pleased about joining the club and relieved to be free of the Juventus shackles he was wearing. Arthur couldn't help smiling the entire time he was interviewed. His energy was contagious, and if he can channel the same attitude on the field, he will be a soldier for Liverpool. But perhaps what the Brazilian seemed most excited about was when he talked about his cheerleaders in the national team. After all, Liverpool has a large group of Brazilian players, including Alisson Becker, Roberto Firmino and Fabinho. From a Liverpool perspective, the fact that not only will the Reds' chemistry with their Brazilian players help them fit better into the squad, many other players on the roster will not only speak the same language as Arthur, but will also have synergies on the pitch with some of his teammates. This makes this transfer even more exciting. Arthur will now play with Fabinho, with whom he played 6 times for the Brazilian national team, at Anfield. Brazil scored 15 goals in the 6 games the duo played for the national team, conceding only 1 goal and winning every match. It would not be wrong to say that they are often used as backups, but their performance when they played was impressive. Arthur and Fabinho duo served together in Brazil, which beat South Korea 3-0. Arthur made 68 good passes and won all defensive duels. Fabinho finished with 43 passes according to Wyscout. That connection will now be rekindled at Liverpool, and fans will hope they can once again produce similar performances in a system similar to what Arthur and Fabinho played for Brazil. But it's not just Fabinho that Arthur will know well from the national team. He played even more games with the £29 million Roberto Firmino, and it is perhaps even more impressive that they played 16 games together, winning 10 games, drawing 5 and losing only once. Both were pivotal in Brazil's 2019 Copa America victory, where they played 5 matches together on an impressive side that wiped out the competition that summer. It will be interesting to observe how Arthur settles down in the coming weeks, especially the connecting game with his Brazilian compatriots. Perhaps Liverpool's new signing could even unlock a new Brazilian triangle on the pitch. Time is required for many prospects, but what is certain is that Arthur will blend in well with his Brazilian compatriots in Liverpool. Arthur will get through the adaptation process quickly and will feel at home. And after another disappointing result this weekend, Liverpool definitely need it. Liverpool's goal is on Bayern Road. Liverpool have wanted Konrad Laimer, but there are signs that he is planning to join Bayern Munich next summer. Before the transfer window was closed, we told you that Liverpool were interested in Konrad Laimer. However, the club did not want to sell him because it was not a wise choice to lose one of the key players of the team in recent days. First and foremost, Liverpool prefers to be calculated and spend time in the market rather than hanging around like everyone else. This time, however, Liverpool had to enter the market as Jürgen Klopp really needed a new midfielder. Jordan Henderson's hamstring injury against Newcastle United on Wednesday night forced Liverpool's hand, and they've made their last day deal, signing Arthur on loan for this season. But it is true that there was an interest in Laimer before Arthur. You might think that Liverpool could re-enter Laimer's place in 2023, but that may not be possible. Because the latest news claims that Laimer has already put his next move on the line as he will sign for Bayern Munich next summer. Laimer has now confirmed to Sport 1 that Liverpool are interested, but did not want a hasty exit before the deadline, and the report suggested that the club in question was the Reds. Everything wasn't hot enough to be, Laimer said. A hasty exit is not my thing. If I have to transfer, I want to think and decide, not overnight, he added. Laimer added that with his former boss Julian Nagelsmann, Bayern wants to sign him. Laimer's Leipzig deal expires next summer, so Liverpool felt a discount price deal was a possibility before Thursday's deadline. However, Bayern spent most of the summer chasing Laimer and wanted to reunite Nagelsmann with Leipzig's former midfielder. Bayern likes to recruit talent from other Bundesliga clubs, and Laimer will apparently be moving to Bavaria on a free transfer. Despite growing up loving Steven Gerrard, it looks like Laimer will join forces with Sadio Mane at Bayern instead of going to Anfield. This can be frustrating for Liverpool. Laimer is potentially ideal for Jürgen Klopp's style, but Arthur is on board right now and from a long-term perspective looks full throttle ahead of Project Bellingham.